Hello, welcome again to the Melling Law YouTube channel where we talk about different estate planning topics relevant to people living here in Utah. Today we're continuing this video series about common estate planning fails, and one of those is not ensuring that there's a way to delegate powers or duties that your fiduciaries may have. And in plain English, what that means is that you may have people in your estate plan that you trust. You know them, you trust them. However, what happens if you lose capacity to do any kind of signing in the future, whether that's through a stroke or Alzheimer's, dementia, something like that, and you're no longer at a point where you're able to sign for anything in your estate plan. However, the person you've put in charge is ill and has some kind of degenerative illness, and they know they're not going to be able to fulfill this duty much longer. How are they going to be able to delegate their powers to someone that they know will still take care of you without having to get someone appointed by the courts? In a trust, we normally authorize trustees to delegate their powers. Same thing for wills. The personal representatives can set something up like that, but even then a will doesn't do anything during your lifetime. It's only after you passed away. So those trusts are great for that. However, if we're relying on a power of attorney, and this is kind of the do-it-yourselfer model, if you otherwise don't have a reason for getting a trust, a lot of people will get a power of attorney to allow someone to manage their finances on their behalf. However, Utah just passed a new power of attorney law. It's really good. It clarifies a lot of things that were not really available in the old statute. One of the drawbacks, though, is that we have to affirmatively grant the authority for the agent to be able to delegate their powers. So if you want that kind of flexibility in your estate plan, there's on the kind of the do-it-yourself form, there's one area that's kind of like all the standard powers that a power of attorney agent would have. And then the other one has a big disclaimer: do not do any of these without the advice of counsel, because it might diminish the value of your estate or jeopardize you or whatever that may be. However, in almost every case, we do encourage people to initial the power that says that you authorize your agent to delegate their powers to someone else. And that's because we want them to be able to take care of you when they know that they're not going to be able to do so anymore. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us, and whether at the website or by phone at 435-572-0807.